Hi friends, welcome to Aishusdiy. Today we will learn a right angle weave project with Ggc'streasure bag. This is a summer bling. I have chosen this pearl beads. I believe this is 6mm or 8mm, and this one is 6 or seed beads from my stash in a matte gold color, and these ones are 4mm faceted round crystal beads from the bag as well. I have here 6-pound fire line with size 10 beading needle. You can use size 11 or 12 beading needle as well, and even size 8-pound fire line. So now let's get started. I have a wingspan of thread attached to my needle already. I'm gonna pick up one of the crystal bead, two of the pearls, actually three of the pearls, pull this down all the way. I'm gonna take these and I'm gonna make a circle and tie a knot. Actually, we will start with the seed beads, so that way it will be easier for us to actually end this. So pick up 5 seed beads. Okay, and then 1 crystal, 3 pearls. And then take your needle and go through the crystal. Pick up 5 seed beads, 6 of seed beads, and 1 of the pearls. Bring it all the way down to the tail and then tie an overhand knot. Right over left, and then one more surgeon's knot. That means the same thing, but we are going through the loop one more time. That's a regular knot, so you put it again, that's a surgeon's knot, and do one more surgeon's knot just to make sure everything is nice and tight. One time, and then second time. There we go. That's that. Now pick up 2 more pearls and then 1 crystal. Again, come back through this pearl. Okay, then go through the pearl right next to it and then this pearl right next to it. Now we are ready to add another right angle unit. These 4 beads form the right angle unit, the 3 pearls and the crystal. Now pick up a crystal and 2 more pearls. So from now on there will be only 3 beads in this right angle section, because we already share one from the previous unit. So my thread is exiting out on the top. I'm going back again from the bottom and pull your needle through. This is what you will have so far. I know the tension is a little bit loose, but we can fix it once we do a couple of units. Okay, and then go through this. So my thread is exiting out here through the pearl. I want to be here, right here, so that I can start the next unit. So I'll come back through this crystal and this pearl and ready to start the next unit. So here we go. Pick up 2 pearls. See, my thread is exiting out in the bottom, so I pick up 2 pearls and then 1 crystal. So every time, depending upon how you are exiting, the layout, how you take the beads will change a bit. So we are building a 4 bead unit. The one on the top is always a crystal, so think about it that way if that is easier for you. Okay, and then go through this bead and then this pearl. Now I am ready to start the next unit. See, now I have my thread is exiting out on the top, so now I pick up a crystal and 2 pearls. When my thread is exiting out in the bottom, I pick up 2 pearls and 1 crystal. It's a visual thing. Once you do it, you will get a hang of it. When we made the first unit, we utilized 3 pearls. After that, it's going to be only 2 pearls, because the 1 pearl will be always shared by the previous unit. You can also flip your work if you want. That feels easier for you. The tension is also really loose right now, but once you add the beads and stuff, it will get fixed. But nevertheless, it's always a good practice to actually tighten up your work as you go. Now my thread is exiting down, so I pick up 2 pearls and 1 crystal, and then come back around the pearl. Now go through this pearl and then through this one. My thread is exiting out on the top, so right here a crystal needs to be added. So I pick up a crystal and then 2 pearls. I come back around to form a circle, building my next right angle weave unit. So it's a little bit wobbly, as you guys can see, so I like to flip it around, so that's easy for me to go through the beads. So my thread is exiting out in the bottom. Now I pick up a pearl and then a crystal. So Always the crystal stays on the top and pearls on other side. So what I'm going to do is pick up 2 pearls here and 1 crystal, and go back through the same pearl from the opposite side. So now I go back through the bottom pearl and the side pearl, and then get into position to add the next unit. So this way I will form the entire circle, and then I'll come back to show you guys how I can add some embellishments on the top. So now my thread is exiting out on the top. The topmost unit has crystal, so I pick up 1 crystal and 2 pearls, drop it down. I go back through the same pearl from the bottom where my thread is exiting, and then if I pull it, this is what I should have. There we go. So now I go back through this crystal and this pearl and get into place to add the next unit. So it will be like this and like this, like this and like that. So I flip it so it's easy for me to go through. So now I pick up 2 pearls and 1 crystal. You can do this the entire necklace, or you can do a certain portion and then add chain to it. It's totally up to you. I am planning to add beading wire or memory wire to it. Let's see how that goes. Just want to check whether I can do that. That's the idea I have so far. So let's see. I'll finish making more units and come back. Hi friends, welcome back. I did several units. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 22, 23 units. So now my thread is exiting out of this pearl bead. So I pick up 5 more of the seed beads. Okay, and then I come around the pearl and I go through the same pearl from the bottom and then pull my thread out. So this is what I did. So there's a couple of options that I want to show you guys. You go through all of these 6 of seed beads one more time, just to make sure that they are secure. There we go. So there is a couple of options that I want to give you guys that I thought might be good for this pattern, is to take a memory wire. I cut about 1.5 loops of memory wire with memory wire shears. Do not use your regular pliers, you will actually damage it. And this one is a memory wire that I cut 1.5 loops and made a loop at the end, and then I added some 6 of seed beads, like around 12 to 13 6 of seed beads right here. And then you don't even need 1.5 loop, but just in case I wanted to. So what I do here is take my memory wire, put through the seed bead here, okay, add another seed bead, It's gonna be a little tough. There we go. Add a seed bead. And then go through the 4mm, add a seed bead, go through the 4mm. That way you can do it. But before doing that, you can also use your beading wire and do the same. Before doing that, I just want to reinforce this thing one more time. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is go through this crystal, come back through the pearl, go through the pearl again, reinforce this one more time, add a seed bead and go through this for the time being so that you don't have to add it next time. Then go through, retrace my steps actually. That's all I'm gonna do. Go again, go through the top, go down the bottom. As you can see, there's a lot of slack in this, but that's what I'm trying to do, is to tighten this up. Go through all of these and then retrace your strap as much as you can, and then we will come back and do the rest. So I came all the way back here towards the start. So I just start putting half-inch knots. That is just picking out the thread underneath, making a loop just like this, putting your needle through it and just one knot, and then go through the next bead adjacent to it, and now pick the thread underneath just like so, make a loop and knot, and then now your threads, the starting thread and the ending thread is in the same position, so make a double knot. Just an overhand knot, just 2 knots, and then go through this seed bead once, this point you can snip off this thread, use a scissors or thread zapper and take these things, add one more bead, seed bead, just like how we did it here. Just add one more seed bead, go through the, oh no, not here, over here. Go through here, just one seed bead, and put a half-inch knot right there, and then come back, put a seed bead, go through the pearl. Now put a half-inch knot here, and then go through this pearl. Make sure your thread doesn't get caught in anything. Retrace your steps a little bit. There we go. And then put a half-inch knot. Move on. Go up. You can do as much as you want, but I just want to stop at this point and then snip my thread off. There we go. And then what I'm going to do here is take my, you can use your memory wire, cut memory wire, or you can use beading wire. Both are fine. You can, I will show you guys how to do the memory wire thing, and then the here we go. So now add a 6 seed bead, and then pass through the next crystal in the row. So I figured that this 6 seed bead is not working, so I wanted to go one size smaller, which is an 8 seed bead, and I pulled out this color. This is the only color I have available in my stash. I don't want to go really out of my color combo, which is this brown color and this golden color, so I just went with this frosted yellow, I guess, and then I just started putting those. So it's a little bit fidgeting needs to be done to get this through, but you can do it. Just add an 8 seed bead and push it down and position your memory wire so that goes through the crystal, then an 8 seed bead, and then the crystal, just like so. You can add it through the entire necklace, just making sure that add it through every bead, and as you can see, this is how it will look after that. So I'm just going to continue adding this. You can, in spite of the instead of the memory wire, you can also use another wire, which is the beading wire, so that will be much more easier to go through this. And then you might also use the 6 seed beads. That's totally possible with that. So with memory wire also it's possible, so that's what I'm gonna do, and then finish up. Once I finish all the entire thing, I will come and show you. So I finished adding all the beads to the memory wire. As you guys can see, I added 8 of seed beads in between, and then it's perfectly sitting right here. So at the end, what I did was I added some of the beads that I used here in a pattern. You can follow any pattern you want. I have followed 8-0, 6-0 and 8mm, 6-0, 8-0 crystal, and that way I have followed this pattern. I followed the same pattern on the other side as well, and then I have extra this much wire, which I don't want to. I just want to overlap a little bit so that I can put it around my neck. So what I'm going to do is just push everything and just over here cut the memory wire with memory wire cutters, not your regular wire cutters, and then take it and make a loop. I think I can cut a little bit more. So now take your round nose pliers and make a basic loop. If the loop is not completely closed, what you need to do is take your bent nose pliers, kept it somewhere, and then squish these two loops between the pliers. That will get it closed completely. As you guys can see, this is the finished product. I'm very happy with the finished product. It's very pretty to look at it, and try this. If it is difficult for you guys to put a memory wire here, you can actually put beading wire and then do the same, except you have to add a clasp to it. The thing is, I wanted to do the memory wire first and do this right angle weave later. I tried that, it didn't work out. This is the best way I could think of, and then it worked out. I'm happy about it. I hope you guys like this video too. If you do, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, don't forget to hit the bell icon for notification. I do upload videos couple of times a week. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good day and bye.